Students here at Hempfield were not alive on 9/11, but this year they got a chance to remember those who were lost that day.
Mr. Douglas pitched the idea to Social Studies Department Coordinator Mr. Romani and Building Principal Mr. Degg. The idea was to involve as many students as possible to create a memorial for each of the 2,993 victims who lost their lives on 9/11.
Well, you could say there was a little inspiration from a book I was reading called Rise and Fall, the story of 9/11. As I was reading it, I felt, man, if students could really understand this side of 9/11, they learn about what happened, they learn about the events, but they don't always learn about the people that were involved in it. So it just kind of went from there, and I thought, what could really bring that kind of understanding of 9/11 to the students?
The activity had students write names of the victims on hearts. There were 2,993 hearts, one for each victim. There was an overwhelming response from teachers who wanted to get their students involved. By Friday, all the hearts had a name on them and were attached to a rod so they could be put in the ground. Throughout the day on Friday, September 10th, classes placed the hearts in designated locations around Hempfield High School.
The participation was just incredible. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that there was thousands of people involved in this. When you factor in all the classes that cut out the hearts, handwrote the hearts, and then all the students that went out and put them in the ground. Also remembering what came out of that tragedy, which was unity, and our country came together. Many people would argue like they've never seen before since 9/11. And a lot of our students, I think, feel a division in our country. They feel a lot of division. And so I really thought that if we can get the most students involved possible, they might generate this sense of unity. Having as many people as possible in the school coming together to get this project done. And the amount of feedback I got from students and faculty and members of the community was overwhelming in a very positive way. I had many students, either tell me directly or tell other teachers that I've talked to about how much it did mean to them and how glad they were that our school was able to put something like this together.
There's only 3 people over here.
Finley Hunt was a student who participated in this activity, and he shared his thoughts with me on the memorial.
We can be taught all the numbers and the stats in a classroom, and we don't really think much of it, but when you really see the names and the lives lost, I think it's a little different, and I think it helps us really realize how important this day was for U.S. history.
On that morning in September 2001, 2,993 lives were lost. 2,993 families were destroyed, and 2,993 people became a statistic. This experience helps students see each person as a human being, not just part of the number. As time goes on, it'll get hard to explain to younger generations the pain that the country experienced that day and the days to follow. It is important that students learn about this day and hear stories that one day they can tell the next generation. For Hempfield Happenings, I'm Josiah Pletcher.